We have this wrong perception of other people. We think that, especially here in the West, that they don't want to interact with us. If we come up and talk to them, they're going to be annoyed, frustrated, angry at us. They just want to stand there, listen to the music, or just look around. They don't want to interact with us. Like, why do we think that? Because hey, that's a huge problem these days, that we see so many people we would like to interact with, but it seems as though they are busy, too busy for us, that, oh no, they would never want me to walk up to them and talk to them. And that's a shame, because we miss so many conversations just because we think, but just because our brain tells us that, hey, he probably doesn't want that. But I want to prove this wrong. At least I'm going to try. And then you tell me afterwards in the comments if I succeeded at that. Okay, so us humans, we have a natural instinct of wanting to be around other people. Because way back we were tribes, tight-knit groups of people that hunted together, slept together and all this in tribes up to 100 people. The worst thing that could happen to you is if you were thrown out of the tribe. If the tribe leader said to you, hey, take your stuff and get out of here because you disappointed me. I mean, that was the worst thing that could happen, because then you would have to find food, hunt down animals yourself. And obviously that's going to be a lot harder than if you have a whole tribe around you, where everyone can take care of each other and have different tasks to do each day. So we know there's a natural instinct of wanting to be around other people, but we may also think that, oh, it's probably not there still. Like, it doesn't really matter if we used to want to be around people, because these days everyone is so individualistic. Everyone wants to do their stuff and their stuff only. Even though we may as individuals want to just stick to our own stuff and not interact with other people, I do believe that this instinct we have in us is going to make us interact with other people if the chance comes to us. It's just that everyone keeps themselves to themselves and think that everyone else around them don't want to interact with them. So nobody does that. A way of proving that this natural instinct exists is to go back to a lecture I had at university a few weeks back. So I was the first one in the lecture hall, meaning that I could choose to sit wherever I wanted. And I've actually drawn up the whole scene here in front of you. Let's see, I hope you can see this now. So here's the entrance. So you enter here. Here's the professor and the screen. Here are all the seats. All right. So I choose to strategically sit a little bit further to the back, but also a little bit to the left. I don't know why. It just happened to be that way. So I'm sitting there in the dark chair there, and people start to drop in as time moves on, as the time moves closer and closer to the start of the lecture. All right. So I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, I'm thinking, what a nice spot, because I chose a spot where I could sit and focus on lecture without having people around me too much. Because hey, I have this weird feeling. I also think it's an instinct from several thousand years ago of evolution and all that. We just don't like having people sitting straight behind us. It just creeps us out. I mean, what could they do? Pull out a knife or something? I mean, it's not going to happen in a university lecture hall, but it's still this instinct we have that it could happen. So I didn't want to have anyone behind me, but I thought it was fine. I mean, I could have put myself over here, but I thought, people usually put themselves in the front row, so I don't have to worry about that. And straight in front of me, now, not likely because there's so much space here, right? You get my point. So I'm sitting here and I think that I have the best spot. That, I'm just gonna be able to sit here with all the space around me. That didn't exactly happen. So first of all, two girls come in here. They come and guess where they sit? They sit here. Right in front of me. I'm not kidding. I'm the only person sitting here in the lecture hall. Two girls come in and they sit right in front of me. I couldn't believe it. Like, hey, do you not see how much actual how many seats there are that you can choose from, and you choose to sit here. Crazy, right? And then some more people drop in, they perhaps place themselves like there or there, and then they come a few people, they go in, they walk around here, I think, oh nice, but then they go and they actually end up sitting, it's a whole bunch of people, right? So they end up sitting here. It's a whole row of people, but still kind of next to me. Then it happens, more people come in, and they come in and they sit here behind me. I cannot believe it. Why can I have that defensive position behind me, not having anyone sitting there? I don't want that threat in my life, right? So this is it now. More people come in, they place themselves like this, over here, and so some guy sits in here. He's gonna ask questions to the professor, right? And people just fill out. Oh, some more people come here, and a couple of guys here, perhaps. And then, as things progress, like some people just end up sitting around here, right? Some loners, some people sit here. But pretty much it fills up in front of me, behind me, and also then with just a few minutes left till the lecture starts, a few more people come in, they sit here. I think this is a pretty accurate picture of what happened, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm the first one into the lecture hall. Nice, I'm gonna have a lot of space. People come in and they sit, you see, apart from seats right to the left and right of me. It gets filled up entirely, like a circle around me. And people they end up sitting like mostly here. Like, do you see how much space there's here? Like, and sure, I think there should be some more rows in front of here, right? So that should make the picture even clearer. So I'm sitting here, people just fill up around me. And I don't think that's a conscious thing to do. Not in our individualistic society. I think it's rather just the instinct. We see someone sitting there, and in this setting, we're kind of all like friendly, right? We had some, like we don't necessarily know each other, but friendly faces you see, okay? And so people just start a group together. And you may think, oh, this is so obvious, just draw all of that just to tell me something I could see myself in this world. Yes, but what I want to tell you with this is that the natural instinct will always override our individualistic thinking that we have in the modern world. So even though you may think that, oh, people probably don't want me to approach them and talk to them, that's wrong. In fact, when I've been approaching people, I want to talk to them, right? I want to practice my social skills. They've always responded in a happy way. And if they haven't, well, they've just been, oh, I'm sorry, I have this call coming up, but thank you. It's never been no, I don't want to talk to you, like, you're horrible. Never been like that. Most people are just happy, they may stand like this, but then someone approaches them and then they smile up. They start to shine because they like other people, like talking to them. So don't be afraid to interact with others, to just approach someone and talk to them. Even on the bus, even if someone stands there with their earbuds plugged in, they may still want to talk to you. In fact, they want to talk to you. They will most likely appreciate you coming up and talking to them. Because also another part of this individualistic world is that more and more people are lonely. And so you may be the only person that talks to that person. And that's going to mean a lot to that guy or girl or whoever that is. So yeah, I kind of just got this idea as I was sitting there. Hey, I gotta write this down and record this later. I thought it was so interesting. Like, hey, here I'm sitting. There's so much space over here, yet everyone chooses to sit in like a big bunch here. And at last, if you enjoy this drawing, if you think I'm the modern Picasso, then show me that by liking this video. Interact with people. They want it, whether you think or not. They actually want you to come up to them, to speak to them. So do that next time. Don't be afraid that you're gonna dislike you or anything. They're more likely to just appreciate you talking to them, and hey, you can make new friends. In fact, you can make friends for life. So there's zero downside, unlimited upside. Retake control over your life. And with that, I'm leaving you.